What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Creating Wealth Podcast, where I, Kyle, from Curtin Real Estate, interview local top dogs in the real estate investing, wealth building, and personal finance industries. Let's build together. What's up, guys? It was a blast chatting with the guests from this week. They are a super driven and inspiring group of guys in Malden, Mass, on the path to doing really great things in the real estate wholesaling niche. Fuzion Real Estate consists of 4 members that we got the great pleasure of talking with today, and I'm excited to watch them make their mark on the real estate market. In this episode, we get into first discovering the concept of wholesaling, creating your own results, creating a different path to wealth than the normal influencers society views as wealthy have, and so much more. There was a ton of super informative info in this episode, and I hope you enjoy. Let's jump right into the episode. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 39 of the Creating Wealth Podcast. Today, we have the great pleasure of chatting with Fuzion Real Estate by the Z4 Group. They're a wholesaling group out of Malden, Mass, and I'm extremely excited to talk with them. What's going on, guys? How's everything going?
Hey, how you doing, Kyle? Chilling, just chilling.
How are you?
That is awesome. I'm very excited to have you guys on here. Yeah, so if you guys could kind of, just start off and, just kind of explain how you got the idea for the company and, what kind of got you guys into into real estate and like your backstory and stuff. Just jump right in.
How we got the idea? It was probably around this time last year, I'd say about August, September, where, what I'm saying, I guess we all just came back from hanging out. We were just chilling in one of our cars. I forgot whose it was. We were just chilling in the car. And we were just like, I think we were all around like 18, 19 at the time. We were just like, what are we going to do? Like, we're done with high school now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now it's just the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? It's just, what are we going to do to make sure that we're like all straight? Because to be honest, we didn't really have a plan. It was just more just college and then, you know what I'm saying, just figure it out from there. But one of us shot out the idea of wholesaling real estate. And, you know what I'm saying, once everybody kind of got the gist of what it was, you know what I'm saying, Wesley and Bruchel thought it was a scam. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of funny.
I did think it was a scam.
It was a funny process. Getting Wesley on board was probably one of the harder parts about it. I'm gonna say,
I'm a hard-headed guy. I'm not gonna lie.
No, Wesley,
you
got to convince Wes. Yeah. But once we got them all convinced, you know what I'm saying, we assembled our money, us 4 and another one of us that actually isn't here. We assembled our money and we paid for a 3-day webinar. And from then, we just learned about wholesaling as a process. We didn't even hop into real estate as a whole, you know what I'm saying, when we first started. At first, we were just like focused on wholesaling. Paid for the 3-day webinar, went to it, took notes. We ended up winning like a 5-day like personal training thing, you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
And so we did that too. And I think it was Bruchel. Bruchel was the one that told us like, oh, write your name down for it. We were just like, nobody wins those, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? Like, Bruchel told us to write it down and we ended up winning. I was like, it's weird.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, after that, we just been rolling with it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We first started off like the first couple of months, just learning about what wholesaling is, how to do it, trying to experiment with different ways, you know what I'm saying, different CRMs. And I think it was around this year in February where we decided, you know what I'm saying, to start our own company for it. So yeah, February is when Fuzion started. And you know what I'm saying, here we are, to be honest.
That's awesome, man. That's really great to hear. It is kind of funny too, Wesley, how you kind of thought it was like a scam. Because like just hearing about it from the outside for the first time, you're like, yeah, no way, man. Like,
exactly.
There's no way it's like, I understand that. Like, obviously, I like to go through evidence first before doing anything. You know
of course.
Like, I feel like everything until like I see other people starting to do. I'm like, all right, this is okay. It's not that bad. So
By then, it would have been too late.
Yeah, bro.
it would have been too late. But my team, they convinced me, gave me the hard evidence, and after I just rode with them. They're never really wrong, so I just rode with them.
Yeah, you definitely can't go wrong with, with the team. I know it yeah, it really is crazy. Like once you kind of see the, oh my God, I'm sorry. People are lighting up my phone right now. I mean, once you start to kind of see the evidence of, that it actually is a real thing, like, especially hearing, gurus and stuff talk about it, like, oh, you buy a house wicked cheap and then you sell it to somebody else and don't have to do the work and make like a spread. Like, yeah, no way. There's no way that's real. And then you actually see the evidence.
Yeah, and I think more. I think what got Wesley and Richelle, like, what had them skeptical, I would say at first, was more just the fact that like they're very, like, they're law-abiding citizens, to say the least, to be honest. They didn't want to go to jail. They didn't want to do anything illegal. Like, they were just like, nah, this has to be illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm about to go to college.
It's like a too good to be true type of thing.
Exactly what he just said. Exactly what he just said.
Yeah. So what kind of areas do you guys kind of cover? I know, you're like relatively recent, like starting off and stuff, but do you guys kind of centralize on like, one market or try like a couple different markets?
Where we mainly work out is we stay everything Worcester County and east of it. Basically just all of Eastern Mass is basically our market. You know what I'm saying? We want to expand later on, maybe if we grow out the team a little bit, but as of right now, we got our hands full.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's kind of the big drive and like the vision for the company? What's like the super bigger picture like goal?
I'll say the big goal for us as a whole, Fuzion, we want, the end goal is we want you, when you think about real estate, we want to be considered one of those top guys in that elite category. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The Century 21s, those guys. We want you to automatically think about Fuzion when you think real estate.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal goal. Just to have like, that much influence and, be able to give like all those crazy solutions and everything for people and just kind of make wins across the board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like when you think, I feel like, basically what Bertrand said. When you hear about Fuzion, we need you to think real estate. Same way how you think of basketball, you think of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You think of golf, you think of Tiger Woods. You hear real estate, we want you to think about Fuzion.
Yeah. All about that brand awareness.
Exactly.
So how I guess, trying to figure out how to word it. Like like what have you guys kind of been doing now, to kind of like what's kind of been the focus like at this point in time for the business? Like, is it like direct mail-in or something, or, kind of building relationships with agents or banks? What's kind of do you have like a kind of a focus for like this stage of the game right now that you're trying to do, or just kind of testing?
Right now, I think we're more focused on building capital.
Yep.
That'd be our biggest focus right now, actually, is building capital. And you know what I'm saying? As for wholesaling, like you said, not direct mailing. We more do, we've been slacking on it a little bit with cold calling. We like to run ads on Facebook, Instagram. And I think me and Bruchel actually just before this, you know what I'm saying, kind of got back from the court. We're trying to track down the probate records, you know what I'm saying? Nice. Just so we could have like a solid list of pre-foreclosures, people with tax delinquencies and some liens on their properties.
Driving for dollars is good too.
Driving for dollars as well, yeah.
Yeah. You definitely can't go wrong how I like the I really like the idea for like the Facebook ads and stuff. How is that kind of
Yeah.
like been working out so far? I do really like, you know, the fact that you can like really track that. You know, it's so like it's a lot easier to kind of track, you know, something like that or a cold call than, you know, like a mailer or something, you know, like you're not sure if like they opened it or threw it out. I have a really hard time with that myself.
Um, for ads, to be honest, we just found out about it, I think like 2 weeks ago. So we're still relatively new to it.
Yeah.
But I find it helpful because, you know what I'm saying? We feel like we provide quality service, you know what I'm saying? Anybody we talk to, anybody we help, we feel like if you have a problem, you know what I'm saying, we're a solution-oriented company. But even the greatest things, if not known by everybody, you know what I'm saying, will just like, you know what I'm saying, be flown over, you know what I'm saying? Our purpose with the ads is lead generation one, but also just, you know what I'm saying, spreading awareness of our company. Like, yeah, we're here. If you ever need anything, you know what I'm saying, like this is the place to go. So far, it's been doing its part on, you know what I'm saying, letting people know we're here. Less on lead generation. I'm not sure if we might need to like reword the ad or, you know what I'm saying, get a new image or something. I don't know, but it's definitely getting the word out, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the analytics, and I think like within like 5 days, it's already reached out to like 1,200 people that have actually seen the ad. I think it was like 100 something interacted with the ad, and we were just like, okay, this is good. At least people are starting to like figure out where we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. That's incredible. You know, at least now, you know, like
We just got a website up too.
Website.
oh, I
Yeah.
saw that actually. I checked that out the other day. I love that, guys. That's a wicked shot.
Just got it up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. I do really like about the what's it called? You know, like you guys starting out like a new marketing channel, you know, with like the Instagram ad or Facebook ads and stuff. Like once you kind of do it the first time, like it'll set the baseline, you know, for like how many impressions it gets and like how many people actually react to it and, you know, are calling your phone or going to your website or, you know, whatever it's linked to. And then at that point, like it's just a matter of like optimizing it to kind of how you want the numbers to be, you know, and like just kind of testing stuff out, seeing what works, what doesn't. And I do really like that, you know, to even like less on the lead gen side, but more on like the local like brand awareness kind of side. Like, hey, you know, we're Fuzion, like, you know, we're covering this area. You know, if you guys ever have any issues or come across anything, like we're the guys to call. And that's always good. I love that. um so we kind of got into this one a little bit, but what are your thoughts on building relationships and expanding your network?
Probably one of the most important parts of it, to be honest. I'd say it's one of the most important things, you know what I'm saying, to do in business. Less from a, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, this person can help me make money, I can help this person make money. It's more of just like what you give. What do I bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? And we find that even outside of business, if cold calling or, you know what I'm saying, just interacting with new people for the first time, if you're like the first to give, people are more likely, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, let me help this person out later on, you know what I'm saying? Or people are more inclined to talk to you, do business with you. It's good manners, basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People respond better to that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you give first and the relationship. I feel like it works out better when it's less business oriented. Like if you can build a relationship with somebody and not have it be about business, I feel like they're more likely, like, you know what I'm saying, to throw you a bone later on down the line.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, it's like the reciprocity, like, you know, if I scratch your back, you'll scratch mine, like that type of thing. And Like, I totally agree with you,
True.
man.
Exactly.
Like, to make it less transactional and more about like the actual relationship, which will, most likely lead into the transactional. Like, I feel like this kind of, when it
Exactly.
comes to relationships, like there's a lot of like inverse relationship kind of things. So like if you're, just doing favors for people or whatever, or, you know, like referring people to other people, like eventually it's just going to kind of come back, just for like being a good person and, helping others succeed. Like it's, I feel like the universe kind of finds a way, you know what I mean? Like just to kind of bring it back to you.
Mm.
What do you consider to be the biggest variable in expanding your clientele? This one's a little bit broad because, I know you guys kind of do like the lead gen as well as like the relationships we were just talking about as well.
The biggest variable,
Yeah.
I'd say it would be the market, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Just the state of the market, to be honest. I feel like that plays the biggest role in how many leads we're getting, how many deals we can close on. You know what I'm saying? If it's a bad market and nobody really wants to sell, like earlier on in the year, I think it was around like March, April, February, like we were just getting started. Nobody was looking to sell, you know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
a single person. And so at that point, you can be as well known, you know what I'm saying, as you want, or you can get as many leads sent to you, you know what I'm saying, cold call, drive for dollars. If people just aren't looking to sell in that area, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's you got to move to a different market because it just won't work out.
Yeah, of course. I think that's really interesting too, especially, just getting out of Corona and everything, like to kind of see what people's psychologies are when it comes to, selling and stuff. Because you're totally right. Like you could have like all the systems in place and everything, literally call like every single house in Malden, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
if nobody wants to sell, like what do you do? Like you're gonna have to adapt somehow.
you really are. One thing we actually saw, we went to a networking event, actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago in Framingham. And we were sitting at the table there and we were just all talking, and you know what I'm saying, one of the guys brought up how the market's just dead right now. We were just like, like it's dead for you too. I thought it was just like my side of it.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm doing something wrong. They were just like, no, it's all right. It's like everybody is having trouble finding stuff right now, you know what I'm saying? And one of the contractors that was sitting at the table was just like, yeah, work is just going really slow right now, you know what I'm saying? And we were just like, okay, so maybe it's we were kind of down on ourselves, beating ourselves up about it, but it just seems like the market just isn't doing that well. I mean, nowadays, I think I talked to you about this earlier, Kyle. Like I was just driving down the street and I was saying like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just for sale signs or sale pending, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and it's all coming out of nowhere. I think it was just like last week, 2 weeks ago, maybe when I first started seeing it. I was just like, a lot of people are starting to sell their homes now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, maybe this is the market's going up or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, something had to have happened. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the moratorium closed. So
Yeah,
it's a better market now. We'll try to make the most of it.
It definitely is interesting. I totally agree with you, man. Like I feel like, if I'm not getting the results that I'm looking for, like it's completely on me. You know what I mean? Like I totally get what you're saying about like kind of beating yourselves up that, like the numbers that you're looking for like might not necessarily be happening in that market. But like then you hear it from somebody else and you're like, wait a minute, like you see that too? Like it's not just me. I totally agree. It's interesting to kind of see how others are perceiving like the market's conditions right now, aside from doing like the lead generation and stuff and trying to get things to hit. I feel like that's a really big point.
Yeah.
So
No, we're I feel like we're all like really strong believers in creating your own results, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like if our business isn't doing well, we were like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But we more put the blame on ourselves because it's just like it's no way it's like it can just be like just the market. It's like it's probably something we're not doing right. You know what I'm saying? So
see, and I feel like that's an incredible mentality to have, you know, just because like if you're not getting the results that you're looking for, something has to be different. You know, like you're gonna have to adapt somehow. You know, whether it's like we were talking about earlier, you know, if the market's a bit, you know, saturated, maybe people are a bit conservative when it comes to selling. Like, what if you have to, you know, switch over to another market and do like the same thing and try it out? Like, I feel like I mean, honestly, like business altogether, like just kind of, you know, changing pieces, trying things out here and there, like seeing what sticks and what doesn't, and just a constant state of always adapting, you know.
yep.
um Ooh, what is an important lesson that you guys have learned over your career so far?
I would say for sure patience.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We've been doing this not long, so over this short like period of time, patience for sure. Because we talk about this sometimes that some people would quit. You know what I mean? After a certain period of time,
Yep.
after seeing no results, and we haven't. You know what I mean? And we're not going to. So patience is just a big thing in real estate and in anything really. But everywhere we go, networking events, talking to different people, that's all like that. They always say that, you know, just be patient, stay the course, just put your head down, just grind for real.
Yeah.
Like something's bound to happen, you know what I mean?
I totally agree with you, man. It definitely takes a while to kind of like really establish that mentality and have it like hit home, you know, because you're right. Like, you know, there are definitely people out there that like might call a list once, like everybody would tell them to go pound sand and be like, oh, well, this doesn't work anymore. That's it. But you know, it could be like literally the very next contact that could get you like this huge deal. And like, you know,
Exactly.
that guy's
Yep.
not going to see that. But if you're always keeping that mentality of to just keep pushing, like you're gonna see the results. You know, it's gonna happen.
Thing is, thing is too though, we talk about this all the time that we live in a generation of, you know, get
Get
rich
rich
quick
quick.
Yep.
culture,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hmm.
That get rich quick scheme that everyone's just looking for that big break,
Yep.
you know what I mean? But for us, it's we're trying to get wealthy, so we know that's just gonna take time.
Yeah.
There's gonna be trials, tribulations. We're gonna fail a bunch of times. We already have failed a bunch of times, you know, but it's not gonna be a get rich quick thing, and we know that, and we're prepared for what's to come.
Yep. That's
Mm.
golden. You know, I mean, like just knowing that like it's gonna take a while, you know, but like it will happen if you follow the steps, you know. And like you mentioned a couple minutes ago, like just stay in the course and, you know, just always kind of moving forward and keeping the vision.
Exactly. Nah. To piggyback off what
Always,
Rachel
always.
said, you know what I'm saying? Like the patience part, and when he said to get rich quick, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like even now, you know what I'm saying, you see it all over social media, you know what I'm saying? And when you looked up wholesaling, I feel like it was a big thing with wholesaling because all you'd see on YouTube if you looked up wholesaling is just like, oh, $88,000 deal in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I made $60,000 in
Yep.
2 months, you know what I'm saying? And we're just like,
Preach, bro. Preach.
where
Yeah.
I was just like, where
Exactly.
do you guys wholesale at? You know what I'm saying? I was just like,
Yeah.
who are
What
you
market are
guys?
you guys in
Like, I
exactly?
need your list. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
Yeah.
what? Where's this going from? And it's just making it seem like it things should just go, you know what I'm saying, like quickly, you know what I'm saying? It should be a quick process. But I feel like the finer things in life, you know what I'm saying, take a little longer to cultivate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like our goal, like goals for those people we see might just be like, you know what I'm saying, get to, you know what I'm saying, maybe 6 figures and then just like stop working. like I said, you know what I'm saying, to be considered one of the best, you know what I'm saying, in the real estate game, you know what I'm saying, like Century 21, RE Max, you know what I'm saying? It's just our aim is higher, farther down the line. So we're not expecting that, you know what I'm saying? We're not expecting things to come easy. We're not expecting things to come like as fast as everybody else's, because the more time we take building our foundation, the higher we can build. You know what I'm saying? The deeper down you go, it's the higher you can build.
Of course. I love that analogy, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I totally agree with you. Ooh, what are the most effective resources that have helped you the most so far on your journey?
I would say, even though it's been a short while, the ads are really helping. Ads are really helping. Because I feel like everybody's on the internet now, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like the ads are helping. I'd also say networking events. I have a stack of business cards, probably like this big, you know what I'm saying? Just meeting a whole bunch of people. So it's like, now if somebody comes to me and like, you know what I'm saying, our real estate company itself can't help you with whatever you're going through, we have like 3-4 different people we can refer you to, you know what I'm saying? And so networking, the ads, and I feel like those are what's prop stream as well, you know what I'm saying?
I love prop
just
stream.
In terms of running comps. You do prop stream too? Yeah. Prop stream, running comps, you know what I'm saying, looking at the houses, building lists, it's a real helper.
It really is. So at first, like the price point kind of got to me a little bit, being like $100
right?
But like bigger picture, man, I was like, at that time I was spending like $200-$300 a month on like stamps and mailers, you know what I mean? I'm like, so somebody just brought it to perspective. They're like, Kyle, like literally scratch the mailers for a bit, go on PropStream, buy a list and start calling those people, you know, and then like you're gonna get your answer a lot faster. What's it called? You're gonna be able to hit a lot more people and, you know, be able to really capitalize on those opportunities like now, instead of like, oh, maybe he'll open the letter in like, you know, 6 months or something, you know. But yeah, PropStream really is incredible. So how do you guys define wealth? I love this question. It usually kind of like puzzles
wealth
me.
It's a good question. I feel like wealth is, you have something in abundance, you know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where you don't even need all of it, to be honest. You don't need all of it. It's just like some of it's just sitting there, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you could care less. Like if we're talking about financially, like you'll see wealthy people like probably like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, you know what I'm saying? They have billions of dollars, and that's more money than I would even know what to do with, to be honest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I had $1 billion, I a lot of it would just be sitting around doing nothing, or like in a stock or that. It's to the point where it's just like, why do I have this much? I feel like that's wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like, well, for me, I feel like wealth is not necessarily money, but being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. You know what I mean? Like, just, I want to go here. Just
I totally
go over
agree.
there, you know what I mean? You don't got,
like, just
you don't
not
have to worry about
not being tied down by like
want.
a job or anything, or just having
and
that
health too, like
that's a really big one, you know, like
being healthy,
being able to, I mean, like I feel like a lot of things kind of go hand in hand, you know what I mean? Like if you had, you know, like income coming in or whatever, like you obviously, you know, would be able to make the choice on like what you want to do every day. You know, and you would also be able to like have a lot more time, you know, to be able to exercise and, you know, kind of do the things that make you happy. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, like it all could just kind of go hand in hand, and like Jaleel, what you were saying with the abundance, like an abundance of like financial, like the financial aspect, as well as an abundance of time to be able to, potentially get an abundance of health and, just kind of be like that well-rounded kind of, live that well-rounded kind of life.
Mhm.
What about you, Ishmael? What do you think?
Well, um, uh, I don't know, to be
It's a
honest
tough
with you.
question.
Yeah, because like wealth, I feel like when I hear like when not when I hear well, yeah, when most people hear wealth, they think like possessions, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
money, cars, and all that stuff.
Yep.
But I think for me personally, like wealth is like you have something that other people can't acquire.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you have, I don't know, let's say some of you have like some like unlimited happiness, like you were just completely happy within yourself. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are not happy like within themselves. And I feel like that's wealth, you know what I'm saying? Because you have something that most people can't really acquire, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't really have
Yeah.
that level of just self-security and being, just happy about who they are as a person. So
I think
I feel
that's really
like, yeah, wealth is just having. Hmm?
I think that's really interesting. I really like
What'd you
that
say?
kind of take on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Can I get Ishmael's answer? I want to change my answer.
Yeah, sure.
The other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead again, Jaleel. Go nuts, man.
No, no, I'm not saying I want to go again, but
Oh.
that I like Ishmael's answer a lot,
Yeah.
because me and Bricho were talking about that literally in the car, like I think like an hour ago. We were just talking about like how, you know what I'm saying, well, we were kind of going over the interview questions a little bit, and
Yeah.
we were just like, okay, we're just like, okay, yo, bro, who is that, man? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No, I'm sorry. But we were talking about it in the car. We were just
It's
like,
okay.
there are people who need, you know what I'm saying, money, cars, you know what I'm saying, necklaces, jewelry, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
all this extra stuff, you know what I'm saying, to feel like they're wealthy, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like what Ish said, it just, some people are completely okay, you know what I'm saying, where they're at in life, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like that's real wealth, you know what I'm saying. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. We thought about it an hour ago, but we were just like, that would be wealth, you know what I'm saying. Like contentment where you're at, you know what I'm saying, not needing anything else. You just, everything you got right where you are is just great for you, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I mean, like that could be abundance depending on how you look at it. I mean, like you could be like 100% content with what you have right now and like, life is fantastic. And like you're totally cool with it. Then I mean, like, would you maybe consider somebody wealthy? I mean, if they're like happy, the majority of the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, and I mean, like just having that contentment.
Yeah, most definitely. Like me, you know what I'm saying, I'm not that well. I'm not that internally developed to not need like a couple millions, you know what I'm saying, to feel wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying?
I
There
don't
needs to be
blame you.
like that
I feel you.
financial aspect to it.
Yep.
For me, there needs to be that financial aspect to it. But for somebody, you know what I'm saying, like I would consider somebody more wealthy than I am, who probably could like live off of, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like probably like maybe half or like maybe a quarter of what I'm making, but they're just like content with their life where it's at. Me, I need the financial aspect to it, but like I would consider somebody who needs less than I do wealthier than I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, but also think about it this way, man. Like you have the abundance of the hustle, you know, like you have that like just constant drive to keep getting more, you know. Like you're always going to keep pushing to keep going up, you know what I mean? Like, so I wonder if
it's
go ahead, sorry.
No, sorry, keep going.
No, I haven't really thought about it this way before, like just having the abundance of like just like kind of I don't even know how to word it. Like I literally haven't thought about this before. Like the abundance of you know, just the desire to keep pushing forward for more. You know what I mean? Like not really being content with like just keep pushing all the time and not being content with like just what you have right now. You know what I mean? Like always kind of looking for like those new heights and stuff and just always pushing.
Yeah, no, it goes a lot of different ways. Like you said, it's perspectives to it. What you call it? You know what I'm saying? I'm more kind of happy with myself in that aspect. Where like if I find something and like I want it, like it's just like why wouldn't I go get it? You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
of course, yeah.
It's more of just like I don't really understand how to describe it, but it's just like if I know I could have way more than what I have now, then like I'll just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always go for it.
Yeah, we were talking about that today in the car. Like, like everything in this world, we feel like it's attainable. Like you can get it. You just have to be willing to just go get it.
That working.
Sacrifices.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of it at the end of the day, you know, like if you have the desire and the persistence to go do big stuff, why can't you do it? You know, like somebody's done it before most of the time, you know what I mean? So like if he can do it, why can't I? You know, and like why can't I double that? You know, like it's possible.
Triple. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yep. I mean, like just having the vision and the drive to go get it. Mazel tov, you know. Like
Mazel tov. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. Ooh, what is sorry. What is something that you guys thought about business networking or wealth creation that changed as you went along?
For me, I'm gonna go with wealth creation.
Yep.
But so I used to think, you know what I'm saying, they were like me going into college and starting the business all at the same time. It's really it's kind of brought on an onset of like rapid growth for me, the way I think about the world. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just I used to think they were like, you know what I'm saying, if you asked me this last year, you're like, you know what I'm saying, 2 years ago, I was in high school. I would say like how you get rich, and I'd say either like, you know what I'm saying, or the people around us who we thought were like rich, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, they were the, you know what I'm saying, the drug dealers, the rappers, the people who were going to like D1 college for sports and football,
the scammers,
the scammers, oh man. That's what we thought was like, you know what I'm saying, those are the only ways we saw of, you know what I'm saying, getting rich, you know what I'm saying, getting rich. We weren't even thinking about wealthy. We looked at or rappers, you know what I'm saying, for instance, like we saw them and we were just like, yeah, that's you can't get higher than that. Or like a paid athlete, you can't get higher than that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like and coming into the business, going to college, you know what I'm saying, majoring in finance, I realized, you know what I'm saying, those people, you know what I'm saying, kind of like going back to what Burchell said, it's kind of get rich quick, less on the athletic side, or but it's more of a get rich quick thing, you know what I'm saying? People just want, like when it comes to like drug dealing and scamming, they just want to make the fast cash, you know what I'm saying? Like they just want it fast, not willing to wait, not willing to, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of stuff that it would take to build real wealth. They want to get rich. And I'd find rich as, you know what I'm saying, just you have a lot, but you just you want to show it off all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you'll see rappers, you know what I'm saying, $300,000 chains, you know what I'm saying, $450,000 cars, and I'm just like, but you look at their net worth and it's only like 3 million, 4 million, like 5 million. I'm just like, that's like a big chunk of like everything you own, you know what I'm saying? You want to waste it on a chain.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, that was, you know what I'm saying, the pinnacle for me. Like a year ago, like looking at them, I'm thinking like, you can't get richer than that. And now I look at their net worth and it's just like 5 million. More than I have. Don't get me wrong, more than I have right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not talking down on them, but like it's not the highest that I would go, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably aim for like a couple billions, you know what I'm saying? Just I feel like that'd be like where wealth, you know what I'm saying, is, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, in abundance.
Yeah.
So
I think that's really interesting, man. Like,
thing is though, what's it called? Oh no, you're good. Thing is, I learned that just meeting all these different people, you know, there's so many different ways to make money. Like there's so many different ways, like wholesaling. When we first started, like of course me and Wes was like, what? Like no way. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to go to jail.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to go to jail, like chill. So many different ways to acquire money. Like so many different ways. But the thing is, people, like Jilla said, are so focused on getting rich fast that they are just rather, you know, trapping is like selling drugs, stuff like that. You know, becoming an athlete, trying to make it out like that, or rap. You know, like, and where we come from too, that's most of what we see. Like that's like our like heroes
Literally
on TV.
yeah.
You know, like I don't want to make it like a race thing, but the people that we see on TV that look like us, that's what they do. So that's like what we think is the only way out. You know what I mean? And like, if you ever think about it though, most like wealthy / rich people of color are famous. Like, why not change that?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. 100%. And it really is interesting, you know, to kind of see, I mean, like what we see like around us, you know what I mean? Like, you know, with that kind of stuff and like what like society kind of views as rich. But like you said a minute ago, Jaleel, like, yeah, you know, that's great. Like you can show off, you know, all the cars and the girls and, you know, everything, like fantastic. But then you look at your net worth and look at your assets, and like most of that stuff takes up, you know, that 5 million or whatever. So you're like,
it's gonna depreciate over time too.
Yeah. Like, so like what happens, you know, like I don't know, like what if something hits the fan or like somebody screws you over or something,
Exactly.
you know, like you have to sell all that stuff, like now you're bankrupt, you know, like we hear about it on the news all the time, you know what I mean? Like it's it's interesting to just kind of see like the influences around us and see, you know, what most people perceive as wealthy versus like alternative ways to do it, you know, like you said, through like a real estate or, you know, opening businesses or, you know, instead of like, you know, like trying to work your butt off, you know, to be in like the NFL or like the NBA or, you know, be like a, you know, just be like somebody that like everybody looks up to, you know what I mean? And just kind of do it like a little bit different. And like you said, you know, just getting out there and networking. And like you talk to some of these people that like, you know, they're doing pretty all right for themselves. And like they're just everyday people, you know what I mean? Like they could be like your neighbor, you know, and they're like, oh, I got like, you know, 50 units in like a building like down the street. You know, like
Crazy.
it's super eye-opening, like it's mind-blowing, you know, to see like,
Ridiculous.
oh, so like you and, you know, like a pro athlete or something like that, you know, could be like, I don't know, making like the same money every month or something like that. Or like, you
And
know,
he's
a
an
lot
average
less.
Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he could live
He's
in the
an
house
average
right next
Joe.
door. Yep. So like if he can do it, why can't you? You know, like you just found out about like another path that you could take to shoot for like the same spot. It really is. It's like some next level thinking, you know, and like you guys were saying, like all it takes is just getting out there and talking to people and just kind of, you know, hearing what they have to say, and you never know.
Yeah, no, what you call it? That was one of the bigger surprises when we first started networking, you know what I'm saying? We met a lot of people that made a lot of money, but they didn't look like a lot of money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was surprising to see them in like regular clothes, and I'm just like I'm expecting like Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying, Gucci, you know what I'm saying, all this designer wear on me, you know what I'm saying, stuff that would cost you like a fortune, you know what I'm saying, stuff I can't afford, and they're shopping at like Ocean State Job Lot, and Sears, and Marshalls, and I'm just like,
exactly, man.
It was kind of like a.
That is true, though.
It is.
Shook me up a little bit. I was just like,
it is actually very true.
I remember like
making this up either.
That's how the rich stay rich.
Mm-hmm. They don't spend that much money on clothes or trying to look rich. They don't try and look rich. I feel like that's what it is. And some of these people that we met, you know what I'm saying, make more than some athletes, you know what I'm saying, and
exactly
make more than some rappers. And you look at the lifestyle like that these rappers and athletes live, you know what I'm saying, yacht parties, you know what I'm saying, big mansions, all that stuff. And I'm just like, okay, that they look rich, but then this is the real rich person. Exactly. It was kind of like a
yep.
It's not what it seems, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember we went to one networking event and we met like some of these people and they was like, oh yeah, he's so and so best in the country, or he has one of the top things.
Yeah,
something like that.
And like, when, you know, me being a former athlete, when I hear like in the country, I'm thinking like rankings, you know what I mean? Like, you're top in the country for this,
you
but
that, you're like, whoa,
you look like an average Joe, and I'm sitting next to you right now. I'm like, if you can be so and so top in the country, then like why? And I'm sitting next to you, like I can do it too. You know what I mean?
Bro, it was some people. It was some people that were just like, I forgot his name, but I think it was like biggest Brazilian realty group in like the Northeast. And I was just like, it's just a regular suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
and thinking too, you're just a regular guy.
You know what I'm saying? You got business in all these different states, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, that should bring in a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, so I'm just like, I'm looking at them and I'm just like, where is it? You know what I'm saying? It's
it is too. Like, it's so weird too, because you would see the rich person, right? Like, it's so hard to talk to like rappers, you know, out on the streets, that paparazzi, security, stuff like that. But like these people that we see these networking events, like you can actually sit down and actually have a conversation and like see what kind of route they took, and they'll actually help you out instead of kind of be like, nah, like get on my face, like stuff like that. Like they'll actually give you good advice, solid advice, and be actual people with you. Even though they may have bigger income than you, me, and my mama, but like still give you like good advice, still want to see you prosper. So I feel like it's just like it's one of those things, like I feel like they kind of was doing like the same thing we was doing, like they started off small, you know what I mean? And you know, some people do inherit things, but like majority of the time, like you do start off small and you take that risk, and they see like kind of like Z4 Fuzion, like just kind of taking that risk, doing that same thing. So I feel like it kind of enlightens them doing like, and they're over here giving us advice and stuff. So I don't know if you're listening, but like I do appreciate that, like how they're just so easy to talk to and stuff like that.
Yep.
Shout out to them for real.
The accessibility you're right about that. Yo, it's rappers, you cannot get within like 10 feet of them, you know what I'm saying? And that's pre-COVID. Before there was any virus, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't get close to them, you know what I'm saying?
Before social distancing.
That was before social distancing, you know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to keep it a secret, like how they got rich kids or something. I'm just like, but actual rich people, they don't mind sharing it I feel like it's because they know most people won't do it though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Most people aren't willing to like give up like what you have to give up to get there. You know what I'm saying?
they won't.
Like we got this, like I got this thing I say, you know what I'm saying? And it started off as a joke. You know what I'm saying? I just used to say it just for fun. But it kind of brought on a deeper meaning to me. I was just like, I do what I want, you do what you can. Like, and it's like, whatever I want, I know I can do. But a lot of people go off of like what they can or can't do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like that's just setting a limit on yourself. And a lot of the things these wealthy people have taught me, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's nothing you can't do. There's no limits to this, you know what I'm saying? It's all about how badly you want it and what you're willing to give up to get it.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
man.
You gotta give up some stuff.
It's nuts. I totally agree with you guys. It literally, man, like like some of the investors and stuff that you see on like social media, like that are around you and stuff, or yeah, you know, guys you meet at meetups, you know, you're talking to them. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like I look at these people like they're superheroes, you know what I mean? Like these investors that are doing all this crazy stuff, and like you said, like most of the time, like they're 100% open to even like, you know, just sitting down and having a conversation. And like I feel like there's a lot of value like when people are ridiculously successful, I feel like those are some of the people who help out the most. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like, oh, you know, I'm going to I'm going to do my thing, you know, and I don't really want to help anybody. But like I feel like what really adds on to their success is the fact that, you know, they're willing to have those conversations with people that are just starting out and like get them on the right path and like just kind of bring everybody up together, you know, and like just having that aspect of like your business and everything and your networking and, you know, just like the day-to-day stuff, quote unquote, but also like helping people with whatever they need. Like, dude, like I couldn't tell you how many times literally like, you know, it'd be talking to really like anybody, you know, it could be somebody at a meetup or, you know, just talking to somebody you met through Instagram or something. And literally like one sentence that they say will like totally click with you and be like, dude, wait, we can do that? Like it, and it's literally like life-changing stuff. You know, awful like literally just like having text conversations, like them just casually saying like one thing, be like, wait, dude, like the bank can do that for me? He's like, oh yeah, you know, I got this contact, or, you know, like, oh, after this, you know, I can do this. And like it's just casual conversation. But you know, like it clicks and then you put it into action and like your life literally changes. Like it's the craziest thing in the world, you know? And I feel like, you know, it just happens from, like you guys said, you know, over and over, like just doing the networking events. And I feel like a lot of progression is built just from networking, you know, aside from like, you know, what you're doing in your business alone. I feel like there's like, it's literally necessary, you know, just to be able to have those kind of advisors and and that, you know, people that you can ask questions to and kind of look up to and stuff, and like just have everybody kind of keep pushing each other up and encouraging each other, because it can be, real estate can be really tough, you know, you guys definitely know that, you know, as well. And it can be really tough to keep going, but you know, if you have the people 100%. Around you, you know, to keep you going, then, you know, you're perfect, you know, and you're just going to keep going.
Facts.
Ooh, last but not least question for you guys. Do you read? And what is your favorite business, investing, or real estate book that you would recommend to anyone? Or it could be like, you know, a podcast or somebody, anything.
Yeah, I read, but I'd say it's some of it's about business, but more of what I'm reading right now and what I'm getting into is more just like professional development or like self-development books, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's more what I focus on. Because I feel like before I can get really in too deep, like before I can get into like the business books and get deep into them, you know what I'm saying, and really get the most I can out of them.
Yep.
I feel like I got to be at a place within myself, you know what I'm saying, internally, to really, you know what I'm saying,
You're building that
be
deep
able to process
foundation.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, basically a foundation, you know what I'm saying. I just want to make sure I'm good. Everything within myself, I'm straight. Because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna go through, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we've been through some stuff now, but nothing compared to what's coming up. And for all that, you know what I'm saying, you need to be able to really quiet the noise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like nothing externally, if some external, like out of your control, and that's what I mean when I say external, like it's something that you cannot control, like you have no control over it. It's external. If something externally is bothering you, then it's something that you need to change about yourself internally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to find that through these books, you know what I'm saying, and writing down, journaling. I'm more just trying to get mastery of self, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll probably get into business books. I have a couple, you know what I'm saying, sitting here, but I haven't really opened them yet. I'm more on the, you know what I'm saying, self-development.
I love those kind of books, man. Like even I really like that you're kind of like reading those first too. I think that's really interesting. You know, just kind of like making yourself like the best version that you can be, like kind of before like really jumping into like the day-to-day kind of stuff. You know, I really like that. There's a ridiculous amount of value in those books too, because I mean, like people always have different perspectives. And do you have any favorite in particular yet by any chance?
Yeah, I got a couple. Ryan Holiday, Stillness is the Key. Jordan B. Peterson, I think his book is probably like one of my favorites. It's called 12 Rules for Life, and Antidote to Chaos. There we go. What else was there? The Way of the Superior Man, and Principles, Ray Dalio. Those are some good ones.
Those sound awesome. I haven't read any of those. I'll definitely throw those on the list.
No, I like them, you know what I'm saying? They're with me, I'm more of a I overthink like a lot. I'm a really analytical person, you know what I'm saying? And I tend to try and control stuff that's like outside of my control, you know what I'm saying? So those books have kind of like just helped me more focusing on me, you know what I'm saying? Like controlling what I control. And you start to notice your quality of life gets a lot better when you're better at handling yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be with yourself the whole way through, you know what I'm saying? Might as well like build a connection, build a relationship with yourself. And make sure that you're not just like, you know what I'm saying, dictating yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like being like a tyrant to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Do all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, that you might not even want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with me, like sometimes in school, like I don't want to do schoolwork, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do homework, but like I care about myself. So I know it's like, it's going to help me out later on down the line. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just do this, get it over with. And then I'm gonna just like probably go like watch an episode of something like just to reward myself or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just that type of stuff. Like, I think Brew remembers this. I told him, I sent him a quote on Instagram. I think I sent to all you guys actually. It was a quote on Instagram. It was be tolerant of others but strict with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I like that.
That goes over a lot of people's heads.
It goes over a lot,
including mine.
Because a lot of people don't understand what like tolerant means. You know what I'm saying? Tolerance is more of just like allowing stuff to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't really necessarily have to have an opinion on it. You don't have to let it slide, but you just have to know that it has nothing to do with you. So you should not like give any like focus to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as you're making sure everything's straight where you're at, how you're doing, like, and like I said, internally with what you can control.
Yeah.
You're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I really like that perspective, man. That's awesome. What about you guys? Do you guys have any favorite books in particular?
Yeah. Well, me personally, I've been reading a lot of like legal encyclopedias and stuff like that because currently I'm a pre-law major, but right now I'm getting my paralegal certificate.
That's
So
incredible,
just
man.
been like, if you know, that profession is just a lot of reading. So it's just a lot of encyclopedias, you know what I mean? Just researching different type of things. I have this big just law book, just different laws that I just didn't know, or different processes, um, you know, that it talks about. So I like reading stuff like that because I know that's what I'm gonna get into later on.
Yeah. That's always really awesome stuff to know, man. That's a really cool benefit too. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
exactly.
probably ties right into
People don't know some stuff, that could help them out.
yeah.
You know that some people don't know that like if police don't got a warrant, then they can't search like anything of yours. You
Really?
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
reasonable
Yeah, so
suspicion.
well, yeah, other than that, but if they come to your house and they like hand you this paper and you think it's a warrant, you got to read it first because sometimes they'll hand you like a receipt. It's not even a
Yeah.
warrant, and they just searched your whole crib
Gotcha.
and you didn't even know.
Again,
That I'm being serious. It
I
happens. They
believe
show
you,
you
yeah.
like a receipt from Stop and Shop. You think it's a warrant. You didn't even read it. You got to read it whole thing. Then you can search my car. Then you can search my house. Some people don't even know that. It's crazy.
That's nuts,
No,
man.
it's really funny. A lot of people don't
It's
know about
funny
a lot of
too, yeah.
stuff. That's not funny.
What about you guys, Wesley and Ishmael?
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I don't really like sit down and actually like read a book. I'm more of a guy that likes to do experience. So I
Yeah.
like to go out and I like to go out and just like experience the world. Like sometimes like I'll just go out without my phone and like without like any social media. Like I don't start my day looking at my phone, I would say.
Yeah.
But like I just like to go out throughout Boston or just see what's going on. And that's how I like to kind of like stoop down. What I mean by that, like I like to like so how I'm gonna see how I'm gonna explain this. Like when I be going out and obviously throughout Boston, I don't know if you're from this area,
Yep.
but like you'll see like a lot of like different type of people. Like you'll see like homeless people too, like people that are living like lavish or like people that are like kind of middle class or whatever. But like obviously in Boston, like you can go out and see like homeless people or like middle class. So I feel like eventually, like what like you were saying, like with the books, I feel like you have to kind of like stoop down from the lowest level, kind of see like what people that are not living like the same way you are feeling, and have to so just remember that when you're making a business, just like kind of remember those type people, so you kind of like stay like humble. I would say
Yeah.
that's probably what we're getting at.
That's huge, man. To always just kind of like see what's around you and like not forget where you came from, you know what I mean? And like remember what it's like
Exactly.
to start from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree.
Like, thank you. Yeah.
But yeah,
I know Ishmael, I think he was reading something.
Huh? Wow.
Ishmael, do you have a favorite book or podcast or anything by any chance?
Yeah. One of the books that I have read was a book by Kevin Hart. It's called I Can't Make This Up: Life Lessons. And it's just a book. It's basically like, self-explanatory. It's just a book about like, things that he's been through with, through his life. And he's kind of just like giving advice and whatnot.
Yep.
And just lessons on like, life. I found it like pretty interesting just because I like not a lot of people know this, but like I kind of like look up to him in a way because he's kind of a person who kind of came from like nothing. He didn't really come from much.
Yeah.
And he worked hard to get like worked hard to get to where he was. So, I find like inspiration in that because like there was this one thing, he said, he was just like, you know, you hear no so many times, and he heard like yes one time, and he made it his goal to never hear no again, something like that.
Yeah.
And putting that into the business, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of times where like deals don't go through, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of times like, you know, things just go south. But the second we make that like that first deal, that first like yes, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're gonna make it our goal to like never hear like no ever again, you know, make sure we never have a deal go south ever again, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's that book, and then there's this other book by a neurosurgeon, black. I mentioned that because like there's not a lot of black neurosurgeons.
Jeez. All right.
Oh,
sorry about that. You were saying, man?
Wait, you gone?
Yeah, it literally just crashed again. I'm
all right.
Kill myself.
Do I need to start over or?
No, you can leave off just what you were saying, you know, about like the neuro.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying like there's not a lot of black neurosurgeons and stuff, so I get some inspiration from him.
Yeah.
From the book that I'm reading right now. So yeah, I'm not reading any business books, but I'm reading books that like inspire me to like, you know, do better and be a better person, you know what I'm saying, just work hard and everything. And I hope to, you know, incorporate that into the business, you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel like there's a lot of value in like reading books that are completely different from business and stuff as well.
Yeah.
You know, just to kind of see like different ideas and like you said, you know, the perspective and stuff from like different authors and like, you know, completely different like genres and stuff. You know, I feel like it's like there's a lot of stuff that you can pick up from books that are completely different that, like you just said, you know, you can bring back to your business and be like, oh, you know, like this worked for this guy and this worked over here. Like, this is how we can use it to our advantage and, you know, go like use it, you know, as much as we can. I love that. But yeah, it was a real pleasure talking to you guys. Thank you very much. It was a little difficult with Zoom, but I'll make it work.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
thanks for having us. It was a great show, man.
Thank you very much. Where on social media can you guys be found, or like the business? Like, how can people reach out?
Our Instagram is going to be Fuzion with a Z. So that's going to be FUZIONRE. That's going to be our Instagram. That's on Facebook. It's just going to be Fuzion Real Estate, again with a Z.
Yep.
And we just made a Twitter. It's going to be the same tag as our Instagram, FUZIONRE. So far, that's all we have. We're thinking about starting a LinkedIn, you know what I'm saying? Just for more business profiles. But so far, it's just Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter right now.
Yeah, that's great, man. There is a lot of power in LinkedIn, like a ridiculous amount of power.
A lot, yeah.
I highly recommend it. But yeah, I mean, I'll link all that stuff below and the website as well, so they can check out the gorgeous new website that you guys just made. And
yep, fuzion-realestate.com. Yeah,
solid. All right. Yeah, thank you again, guys. I can't wait to see, you know, where you guys are in the future, and I can't wait to kind of watch the journey. All right, guys, that concludes our Creating Wealth podcast episode for today. I want to thank every single person that has listened this far. It really means a lot to know that people can learn from me and with me as we build wealth together. Hopefully you can take home at least one thing from this podcast that will improve your life just a little bit. If you could, please check me out on social. That's at Kyle Curtin Real Estate on Instagram, Facebook, and I'm on Biggerpockets. Until next time, let's build together.